I used to chase women quite a lot. Things were different back then, you know. It was like you had to go out on the hunt as a man back then. Back in the 70s, you had to put a nice splash of Paco Rabanne on. You stand there with your mates. There was no Facebook, none of this nonsense back then. You went in cold. You went in cold. You're there with your mates Friday night, you've had a couple of pints of lager, got your shirt ironed, jeans pressed. You say to your mates, look, I'm going to go and get them birds over. When I bring them back, don't mess it up. Walk over to them. Evening, ladies. I know it must have hurt when you fell from heaven. Maybe my friends and I could ease the pain by buying you a few drinks. No, fair enough. Come on, we're going. We're only coming here on lesbian night, aren't we? It's very nice that women don't have to worry about this nonsense now being pulled. It's great, isn't it, that they fancy you. You're in a nightclub or something, you're chatting to her. She says, look, shut up. Shut up. I'm going to sleep with your brother. Calm down. Takes you home and uses you. And you wake up in the morning a bit dishevelled. The cat's looking at you. The judgmental cat on the pine dresser. But the worst thing has happened in all the commotion. You've forgotten her name. Now, I'm a bit old-fashioned. I think if you chomped on someone's fanny, you should remember their name, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of a rule of mine. So, go downstairs, go through the post. Thinking. I'm a thinker. Crafty company. Oh, let's just have a look here. Oh, I can't call her the occupier. That'd be a bit much. But I'm not so old-fashioned. I don't think if you've slept with someone very quickly, there still might be something there beyond the lust. So you tend to go out for a date, don't you, on the Wednesday night after work. You don't want to mess your weekend up. You go express. Pizza Express, not the hut. Too soon for the hut. Hut comes later. It's got to be express early days. Marbling table flour. It's all going on. Now she's thinking, this geezer's all right as it happens. He's a bit of a stunner. He's not bad in the bedroom. Then you start proving you've got half a brain and all. She thinks he's a potential boyfriend. Ooh. Ooh, potential boyfriend. Suddenly you're getting this speech halfway through the 4 seasons. Listen, can I assure you, it's not my usual practice to sleep with men as quickly as I happen to have slept with you. And I'm like, relax, homeowner. Because we had the little boy, right? And, you know, I've done a lot of childcare with him. And it's quite hard, the childcare, because my wife's very middle class. He's quite an organic little boy. You know, everything's checked and double-checked. So she goes out, she goes, there's some activities on the side. And I've left him some organic raisins. Oh, lovely. Well done. We'll crack on with that. And when she goes out, I say to him, go and get yourself 2 fingers of Kit Kat and a little glass of orange juice. I say, don't water it down. When he comes back, we put on ITV4 and we watch On the Buses together. Because I want him to know where he comes from. He loves it. He loves a bit of On the Buses. he's got no concept of dishonesty. So I say to him after, don't say nothing to Mummy about the bus programme and the Kit Kat and that. And he goes, nah, I won't say nothing, Dad. He's walked in the kitchen the other day, bold as brass, walked in the kitchen. Looked at the wife. Get a butter, Mum, get a butter. They said it couldn't happen, people. They said a comedian could not get a laugh from Blakey in 2011. You saw it here, people. You were part of history. Got to keep him alive, Blakey. So me and the wife love each other, but she gets a bit upset about my immaturity. She says, you're immature. She says, you're peeping out the curtains. You're showing people your cock. You don't say hello to no one. This grown-up bit quite hard to deal with. I'm not a monster, but I want to have a laugh, and that adult life is so dull, isn't it? So she goes out, and I'm walking about now. What's going on here? And the phone goes. And every fibre in my being tells me, everything I know to be right and wrong informs me, I must not answer that phone like a Chinese man. But in some mind-your-language corridor of my mind, some Benny Hill room where the door was never quite closed properly, I think that'll be a laugh. Answer the phone like a Chinese person. And I can feel myself doing it. I'm having an out-of-body experience. I'm floating above myself. Don't do it, I'll say. Don't do it. Hello! No, she's not here. And I have a breakaway conversation for authenticity. No, she goes Baba. She like a pampering, innit? Ta-ta. The wife comes home. She says, what you doing? She said, why are people in work asking me if I'm married to a Japanese man? I don't know, maybe it's because I'm an asshole. So she said, we need to talk. I thought, oh, here we go. Now, when I was at university, I read philosophy for a year, and I read Kierkegaard. He's a Danish philosopher. He believes we live our lives moving forward, understand them by looking back. Because living a life and understanding it occupy separate dimensions, because your experiences always overwhelm you before they can be processed. So, I rejigged some Kierkegaard on her. I thought, I've got to put this to bed. I want to listen to Desert Island Disc, have a cup of coffee. I turned to her, I said, listen, sister. Listen, I think you'll find the people who take the longest to grow up on this planet ultimately end up the finest adults. All right? Job done. I turn away, enjoying the victory. She's on the ropes. That was good. She's thinking, that was good. The kitchen windows only missed it up. I couldn't help myself. I just had to draw a cock on it. And to show her I was trying, I didn't put any spunk coming out the top. Were you out or were you out? Now, I know then, when I mentioned having a cleaner, I lost a lot of you. Because you're like, oh, I see. Claim you're one of us, but you got a cleaner, have you? Now, I found it hard getting a cleaner. I've had sisters who were cleaners. It's hard, isn't it? And I thought I didn't want to become part of the petty bourgeoisie. But then the house got a bit too big, to be honest with you. We couldn't cope. I mean, she was struggling with the West Wing, you know. Lee Swinger's estate. I said, all right, we'll get a cleaner. Okay. So we went and got a cleaner. She's a lovely lady. I have to tell you at this point, she's from abroad, all right? She's from abroad. We're not quite sure where. We don't pry. She likes to come on a Friday, right? My wife makes herself scarce on a Friday, leaving me to deal with the cleaner, right? Every Friday I get this. Okay, so she comes in, I make her a nice cup of coffee and I go back in the kitchen on the laptop. She likes to start upstairs. Then I get this all of a sudden. She's by the kitchen door. Micky! You know where cafe por el shower? I've got one shot at this before I'm going to start to sound like a racist because I keep saying, what, sorry, what? I turn to her and go, work up a bottle of shell, bar? She says, yes. Then I have to pretend I'm thinking about it. Work up a bottle of shell, bar. 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 Wakafapo ahilaba. Wakafapo ahilaba. Wakafapo ahilaba. Where the cafe put the sillet bag? Yes! Yay! Wakafapo ahilaba. So it's in the bathroom cabinet, top right-hand side, probably.